Being in love is a blissful feeling. The honeymoon stage where couples are at an emotional high is one of the best phases. However, everyone is bound to lose those feelings, especially in married couples who have been through different ups and downs. But how do we keep the feelings alive? In this book, we're given tips on how to keep the love alive by getting to know the 5 love languages. Here are the top 7 lessons from the book The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. Lesson 1. Accept the different stages of love. Whenever we enter new relationships, many tell us to enjoy the honeymoon phase. And in a sense, this is true. There's a feeling of euphoria in the first few months or years of relationships and marriages. Sometimes the tingles are lost early, and sometimes they're strengthened by time. However, we have to accept that the in-love experience we have will not last forever. Eventually, we'll have to descend from the clouds and notice our partner's flaws and shortcomings. And the important thing in having realized these is to come into terms with ourselves and our partner. Love comes with highs and lows, and we have to accept that. Lesson 2. Don't jump ship. Couples fight. Surely everyone who's been in a relationship has argued with their partner a few times. However, sometimes fights keep escalating. In these cases, it's either couples go through therapy or just press the eject button. If there's no abuse happening in the relationship and love is still obviously there, then a conscious decision should be made that one wants to stay. Lesson 3. Pursue real love. After deciding that we want to work on our relationship, we should then move towards knowing what we should work on. Surely by now it's obvious that both persons are off of the emotional high of being in love. Now it is vital to understand that the pursuit of real love should ensue. But what is real love? In the book, this is when partners try to fill each other's emotional love tank up. To have a lasting love, we must avoid the depletion of these love tanks. Lesson 4. Check your partner's complaints. One way to know how to fill up our partner's love tank is to check on their complaints. Do they get sad when you move plans? Do they want you to spend more time with them? Have they been asking you to get them those specific earrings? Instead of getting mad when our partners keep on complaining, it's a good idea to listen to them instead. Maybe these can help us in having a healthy and loving relationship where our partners feel loved. Lesson 5. Find out their love language. After checking our partner's complaints and assessing what they feel has been lacking, try to find out their love language. In the book, there are 5 love languages: words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Just think of this as finding out that you've been speaking to your partner in Spanish, when all this time they can only understand Japanese. Try to communicate with them or take love language quizzes online to determine their love language. Lesson 6. Communicate your own love language. It takes a lot of self-awareness to understand your own love language. Introspection and quiz-taking will be needed. But for both partners to understand what would fill up the other's love tank, then we have to make sure we effectively communicate this to them. Ask yourself, do we feel most loved when our partner tells us they love us? Or do we like it when they spend more time with us? Some prefer receiving gifts or being made breakfast in bed, and others are happy when their partners hold their hands. Determining our own love language and telling our partner this through gentle communication can make all the difference. Lesson 7. Speak in their love language. Of course, it's not enough to just know each other's love language. One must make the conscious effort to show love through their partner's preferred love language. Yes, it's a lot of work, and some of us may have to adjust. But for relationships and marriages to work, one would have to make some sacrifices. Imagine it like this. You've been cooking your partner's eggs over easy, but all this time they've always liked scrambled eggs more. If our partner's love language is words of affirmation, just watch how I love yous and a few praises can change the whole dynamic of your relationship. In conclusion, this book shows that relationships do require quite a bit of work. One must decide that they're willing to keep the love going and to make the effort. Surely there's no feat we won't take in the name of love, right? The book teaches us that determining our significant other's love language and communicating our love in their preferred manner will fill their emotional love tank right up. Self-awareness, communication, action, and consistency can go a long way in maintaining a relationship. What is your love language? Tell me in the comments section. Thank you for listening. If you like the book summary and you want to see more in this category, please like and subscribe so I can create more. You can also get a free copy of the entire audiobook by clicking the link in the description. Until next time.